Hey, it's Gothy, and I'm doing my wrap-up for May, and I'm going to do a little bit of a tentative June TBR as well. So, May, I'm at the end of my course at the moment. I have 3 weeks left, just 3 more weeks to get through. But because I am at the end, I've had a ton of assessments that I thought, oh, yeah, they won't be too bad to do, and then they build up. So I've been spending a lot of time doing assessments. I'm still in the work placement phase of my course as well, so that takes 2 days out of my time for reading and cross-stitching and everything else. So I'm pretty happy because during May I read 11 books. 5 of those were rereads of books I've already read, but it's still, I still feel pretty pleased with that considering I've had a ton of assessments and stuff to do. I mean, yesterday I ended up being off TAFE because I got food poisoning, probable food poisoning, and I did 4 out of my 5 current assessments. So yeah, the 5th assessment I'm probably going to start tomorrow during class time because it's indexing and abstracting, and I'm just kind of burnt out at the moment, and I just don't know, it's just not clicking in my head where I should start with it, so I'm probably gonna so I'm behind with it, obviously, and it's stressing me out because I just can't sit down and look at it and work out where to start, so yes, it's been frustrating. So, the 11 books that I read, so as I said, 5 of them were rereads, and those 5 were the Mortal Instruments series. So I reread City of Bones, City of Ashes, City of Glass, City of Fallen Angels, and City of Lost Souls. I have those in ebook at the moment, so that's the problem with living next to a reserve, because dear God, that is frustrating. It happens all the time. So yeah, I got the ebooks because I have my e-reader. So it's actually really good because with the e-reader now, I can actually read in the car, which I've never been able to do with a book. I think it's just something about focusing on the pages that just gives me a migraine and makes me feel really nauseous. So as long as there's enough light, I can read the e-reader in the car. I really hope, I really look forward to the day that their gas tank just spontaneously combusts and they blow up in a horrible fiery death, because they do that at 2 a.m. And because my bedroom is right on the corner where they come around into the reserve, it's really fucking frustrating. Yes, so the other 6 books that I read were all paperbacks. Some of these I read as part of the Bout of Books readathon. I did do a wrap-up video for that as well. But I read the Zombie Survival Guide by Max Brooks. Try not to put that on top of my e-reader. I finished reading The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss. This one I had trouble getting through in the beginning until I hit about 100 pages. It was just it felt a bit like a chore, so I started reading this in February, and I've only just finished it. I think I finished it on the 18th of May, 19th, somewhere around that point. So once it actually picked up though, after those initial 100 or so pages, I flew through it, and I've actually got the ebook of the second one. I was going to buy the second one at the Booktopia warehouse sale, but I decided to put it back because I couldn't find the first one, because this is a copy that I borrowed off a friend, so this is not mine. The next one I read, again as part of the Bout of Books readathon, was Dead Beautiful by Yvonne Woon. I love this cover. It's really pretty, and it's green. Green, yeah. So I gave this I put it as 5 out of 5 stars on Goodreads, but I'd probably put it as about a 4.5 out of 5. I actually thought this was a vampire duology, and it's about the undead, but not vampires, and it was really interesting. And yeah, I haven't picked up the second book yet. That is Life Eternal. Again, a really, really pretty cover. Yeah, so I don't know how that will go. This kind of left some questions in regards to, I guess, the origin of these undead, but I'm hoping that clears up in the second book. Next, I read Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell, and I gave this 5 out of 5 stars. It was absolutely adorable. I loved it, and I don't personally read fan fiction or anything, but with the way that I kind of clasp onto anything that's about World of Warcraft, I sort of feel it a little, maybe. Yeah. So this was really cute, and in the back, it had a little extra excerpts from the Snow series and stuff. So I have to say, if the Simon Snow series was real, I would want to read it. I mean, I know it's sort of like a rip-off of Harry Potter, but I would still want to read it because that's good. So someone needs to write the Simon Snow series. Not kidding. Then I read Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. I have Hollow City sitting right here without knocking everything off my shelf. I haven't started this one yet. I'm really curious about it. Really looking forward to it. This was fantastic. I loved it. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. And I was reading through the back of it here and having a look at more of the photos and stuff, and it was really interesting to see that these are all photos that Ransom Riggs has picked up, just out and about, and that very few of them had been photoshopped, very few of them had been modified. So that's really cool because I love creepy old things and creepy things in general. I've heard rumours that this has been picked up for a movie, and that it's been possibly picked up by Tim Burton to direct, which would be absolutely freaking amazing because I love Tim Burton and everything he touches is creepy and odd, and that makes it perfect. And the next is City of Heavenly Fire. Now, I had this pre-ordered. I pre-ordered this from Bookworld, but it didn't get shipped until Thursday last week, and I only got it yesterday. So I was thinking of returning it because I ended up getting the ebook just so that I could read it because I was really impatient. I'd not long ago finished the reread of the first 5 books, and I was like, no, I need to know what happens. And I was actually really expecting something horrible to happen at the end, and it almost did, but it wasn't as heartbreaking as I thought it would be. I definitely thought it was going to be horrible. I thought it was going to be a Divergent series all over again, but it wasn't, so very happy with that. I think it's wrapped up nicely, and I'm really hoping that the Dark Artificers, because I haven't read too much on it because I want to wait and see what it's going to be without getting myself really hyped up and then having to wait a long time for it. But I'm hoping we see more of Emma Carsters because she is a complete badass and I want to know what happens to her. Also, it is so awesome to see Jem and Tess again. Every time Brother Zachariah or Jem and Tessa was mentioned, I'm just like, yay! I ship them hard. So, yes, had the paperback, and this is actually really cool because it's huge, and I don't have the other 5 in paperback yet, but what I thought was really awesome, let's see if I can do this without ripping it out of the book, it has a poster in the back, and I think I do actually want to rip it out and put it on my wall because it's actually really, really nice. Yeah, fancy. But it's also got some extra stuff in the back too. There's the epilogue, and there's a letter, teaser for Dark Artifices. The only downside is it's not, like, because of the way it's printed in the paperback, you gotta really bend it back to be able to see those words along the edge, so, and I couldn't make it out in the ebook. So then we have, there's also a comic strip scene from The Infernal Devices, which is the wedding. And it would help if I could open the damn pages without them flipping back on me. So, yeah, it's really cool. This is a really awkward way to hold my arms. So, yeah, I ended up just reading that on my little Kobo, which I need to get a case for because I'm really worried about it being damaged. So, the other thing I'm reading at the moment is, I can't bring up the cover without losing my spot in the book. Okay, so I'm 127 pages of 321 through War Crimes by Christie Golden, which is the latest book in the Warcraft series. It's really good. I've heard some mixed things. I've heard a lot of people say that they feel the trial just drags on for too long. Me, on the other hand, I'm really enjoying it. I don't think it's going too long at all. And it's just making me further amped up for Warlords of Draenor. Like, I'm not kidding. I'm chomping at the bit. I want the beta just because I need to be back in Outland. You know, I need to be back in Draenor. I need to see Velen and Durotan and just everyone. I'm also really curious about what it's going to be like for Thrall to meet his father, because anyone who knows Warcraft lore knows the tragedy there, and I'm just really looking forward to that moment. Yes, so I have to actually go through because I have a lot of books on here. I've been stocking up because I had this on lay-by for a long time, so I just went through, and whenever I saw books on sale, I would grab them. So I have 342 books on here. I actually have some more on my computer now that I have to transfer over. But I'm already stuck at that point where I don't know what I have on here already. So I need to go through and make some sort of list and fix it up and just, yeah. So I think, so apart from finishing War Crimes, I'm going to be, oh, why did I leave it over there? I'm going to be reading more and finishing The Lily and the Lion by Catherine Wilson and Catherine Wilson. This is one of the ones I picked up at Iron Fest, so I really want to get into this one, and I can't really say what else I'm going to read too much, because I don't know how the next 3 weeks are going to pan out. Like, I've got, as I said, I've got an indexing and abstracting assessment that I'm behind on. I have another 3 weeks of placement, plus another 3 weeks of classes, and a few other little assessments to do, like in-class ones and stuff, so, yeah, it's gonna get kind of crazy. And then I've got to go into job hunting and stuff, but, I want to at least finish War Crimes and finish this. I'd like to start the second one as well, and the other books that I would really like to read in June are, I want to reread a lot of the Gina Showalter series, because I've read some books but not others, and I'm kind of lost with where I'm up to, so I might just reread all the ones that I have, and then just get the ebooks of the ones that I'm missing in paperback. And I'd also really like to reread Seven Deadly Sins by Corey Taylor, and then read A Funny Thing Happened to Me on the Way to Heaven, also by Corey Taylor. Kind of spaced on the title there for a minute, because I started reading A Funny Thing Happened, and because I got distracted with other stuff, and I just had too many books that were sitting there not being read, I just removed it from my reading list, and I might just start it again, because I was only like 40 pages in. So, yes, that is my wrap-up for May. I'm going to be doing some more cross-stitch videos as well, especially once I finish with my TAFE course. I'm thinking of doing just like quick little 2-minute short videos of some of the progress that I've been doing. So I don't know, if anyone does watch my cross stitch videos, let me know if that's something you'd be keen on seeing. Like, there are not too many people that do cross stitch videos, so I'm kind of not sure where to go with it and what else to do. So if there is anything in particular you would like to see, yeah, send me a message, leave me a comment or something, or yeah, Twitter me, whatever, and let me know, because I would like to do more cross stitch videos. Like, I think that would be something really interesting, and hopefully I don't come across as too much of a nerd. Yeah, so I'm going to leave it at that for now. I'm going to film a few other videos today, and then I'm going to get stuck into something. I don't know, I might just chill for a bit. Who knows? Anyway, see you guys later.